Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had covered functions overview, the types of arguments passed to functions, the global and local variable, and function recursion. And today, let's continue with one more topic, which is the lambda or anonymous functions. So friends, what is a lambda function? A lambda function is a type of function which takes any number of arguments. So there is no limitation on the arguments passed to the lambda function. It can take any number of arguments. And what does it do? It evaluates a single expression. So it evaluates a single expression. We can't evaluate many expressions in the lambda function. We can evaluate only a single expression. Since it evaluates a single expression, it's also called one-liner function. So the function can be represented in a single line. So it's called as a one-liner function. Normal function uses the def keyword for defining a function, but lambda functions uses the lambda keyword. So for lambda function, we use the lambda keyword and not the def keyword. Since it does not have a function name. In normal functions, we say def and then we say function name. But in lambda, we does not have a function name. So it is also called as anonymous function. Anonymous means something which does not have a name. So lambda functions are also called as anonymous functions. Since lambda functions return a function object, it can be used in built-in functions like map, reduce, and filter. Map, reduce, and filter are built-in functions which uses the lambda function since lambda returns a function object. So it comes in handy while using map, reduce, and filter built-in functions. These three functions, that is map, reduce, and filter, let's cover in the next session. So friends, let's recap once again. Lambda functions, there is no limitation for the number of arguments passed. It takes n number of arguments, but it evaluates only a single expression. In the normal function, we can evaluate many expressions, but in lambda function, only a single expression gets evaluated. Since it evaluates a single expression, it's also called a one-liner function. And it uses the lambda keyword. And since it does not have a function name, it's also called anonymous functions. And it returns a function object, so it is used in built-in functions like map, reduce, and filter. So these are some of the important points of the lambda functions. After going through the important points of the lambda function, now let's see what the syntax for defining a lambda function. So now let's see what is the syntax for defining a lambda function. It is nothing but uses a lambda keyword, lambda, and then arguments, colon, expression. So whatever the expression returns, it will be stored in a variable called x. So now here lambda is the keyword. Lambda is nothing but the keyword. Arguments are nothing but, we can pass any number of arguments. Any number of arguments which are separated by comma. Arguments are also called as parameters or inputs. And it evaluates a single expression. So it evaluates a single expression. So this is the syntax for the lambda function. We do not define it with def keyword. We use the lambda keyword, space, argument separated by commas because it takes any number of arguments and it will evaluate a single expression. and whatever the expression value returns will be stored in X, and if we print X, the value gets printed. So this is the way this is the syntax. Basically, this is the syntax for defining a lambda function. Now, let's see some code examples of how lambda function works in Python. So, suppose my square equal to lambda x colon x into x. And now let me say print square of 5. So when I give this particular statement square of 5, for x, the value 5 will be taken for x value. X will take the value 5. Since I am passing only one parameter, it takes x, and I am defining only one parameter here. So x will take the value 5 and it will evaluate a single expression, that is 5 into 5. And that value will be passed to this particular square. So square will now have the value equal to 25. So now when I print square of 5, it prints the value equal to 25, which is nothing but x into x. So this is one of the code example wherein it takes only one parameter. Now let's see another example wherein it takes two parameters. So my difference is equal to lambda x comma y colon x minus y. Then print difference 5 comma 2. So now x will have the value equal to 5. X will take the value equal to 5 and y will take the value equal to 2. Since there are two parameters, I am defining two parameters in the lambda function. And it will calculate 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. And my difference will have the value 3 stored in it. And now if I say print difference, it will print the value equal to 3. So 3 gets printed on the console. So basically, lambda is the keyword which we are using here. X comma y are the arguments, two arguments, and x minus y is the expression which it evaluates. Similarly, lambda is the keyword over here. X is the argument. X into x is the expression. So this is how lambda functions works in Python programming language. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. Here we have taken only a single argument and we have taken two arguments over here. So after covering the code examples, now let's see when we should go for lambda functions and when we should not go for lambda functions. First one is when to go for lambda functions. When we should go for lambda functions. So friends, when we have a single expression, when we have a single expression to be evaluated, then it's better to go for lambda functions. Secondly, we go for lambda functions whenever we want, suppose in map, reduce and filter, built-in function require a function object. These three built-in functions require a function object. Function object. And since our lambda function returns a function object, it can be used in map, reduce and filter built-in functions. So when we have a single expression to be evaluated, it's better to go for lambda functions rather than the normal functions. And when we want a function object, we go for lambda functions, and that function object can be utilized in built-in functions like map, reduce and filter. Now friends, when we should not go for lambda functions? When not to go for lambda functions? So when should we not go for lambda functions? When there are too many expressions to be evaluated, when lot of expressions need to be evaluated, then we should not go for lambda function, because lambda functions evaluates only a single expression. When there are a lot of expressions, we should not go for lambda function. And secondly, when the function is called many times from the program, when the function is called many times in the program, then do not go for lambda functions. Go for the ordinary functions, because lambda function you have to write the code every time. But ordinary functions, you can write the code once and call it many times from the program. So when we have a single expression and when we require a function object, go for the lambda function. When there are a lot of expressions, then do not go for lambda function. And when the function is called many times in the program, even then do not go for lambda functions. Hope so friends, it is clear for you the features of the lambda function, the syntax of lambda function, and code examples in lambda function, and when to go for lambda function and when not to go for lambda function. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.